Hi guys, today I want to talk about this concept of purpose puzzle and how to solve it. So for a lot of people, this idea of purpose seems like this insurmountable mountain where the top of the mountain is covered in fog and their purpose is somewhere up there and we're down here. And there's also a lot of popularity recently around the idea that there is no such thing as purpose. Guys like Mark Manson, they advise to stop trying to find your purpose and instead just focus on what's important. Another author, Cal Newport, been reading him a lot recently, Deep Work and Be So Good They Can't Ignore You. He talks about how passion comes after proficiency. So your job is don't try to find your passion in something and go for it. Instead, just pick any field, become really good at it, and then you'll get fulfillment and purpose and passion from that task afterwards. And there's probably some truth to both of those perspectives, but for me, it's been pretty obvious that I do have a purpose, that we do have purpose, especially when it comes to work. There's an undeniable flow state that comes when I do specific work, but not when I do anything else. And there's a sense that good work got done that day at a real soul level when I do this certain work versus all the other work sort of feels meaningless. Even if it was, a solid day's work at a company and I made them, I was valuable in their eyes. There's sort of like this visceral, soul level, yes or no kind of feeling that you get when it comes to certain work when you uncover it. So that's what I call purpose. There's a different vibe to it. There's an inner progress and expansion to it. But there isn't just one thing, and it isn't just career. For me, the way at least I define it, I have a specific diet that just feels right when I'm eating it, and I feel out of alignment when I'm not on it. So for me, following my diet is part of my purpose. There's also a spiritual aspect where the degree that I am conscious and aware, that I pour my consciousness and awareness in the things that I do as I go throughout my day, there's a meditation practice involved, versus just being lost in screens all day and being highly reactive and unconscious. If I go to sleep at night and I feel like I missed the mark on that, it feels off. So that's part of it too. There's also a fitness aspect to it. There's a moral aspect. So you could view purpose or your calling more like getting all parts of your life into alignment. But alignment is different for every person. You can't just copy what Elon Musk is doing or what your friend is doing. Your job is to kind of uncover what it is uniquely for you, and it usually takes years to get a hold of and get, awareness of. But the big idea I want to share with you in this video is this fact that all the different parts of your purpose are connected. So if you don't know what one is, for most people, they want to know what their purpose is as related to their career. The secret is to really focus on one thing in your life. It might be unrelated to purpose completely, but it feels like, yeah, this is one part of my life that I need to have handled. It's right for me. And so you just go through the discipline of really getting that handled and you really get that put together, and then you might find that sort of leads to a string to another one, which you then go and you say, yeah, I should really be doing this also. I should really be getting up early at this time every day. So you get that handled, and then you find that leads to another one, and eventually all of the different pieces of your purpose, I've found, all are connected. Then so one will always lead to the other. So they aren't. Yeah, so if you get these aspects of your life in order, your career will just come to you naturally. It'll be obvious what it is because they're all getting parts of your life into alignment. And that's really all your purpose is like what is the aligned version of work for you? And that's personally how I got clarity about purpose, at least as it relates to career. When I was 20, I really got into doing paleo diet. I was really fascinated by this idea of this wilderness version of ourselves, the primal version of humans. And I was really attracted to this idea of eating the way we ate for hundreds of thousands of years and eating foods from the earth and whatnot. And it really seemed strange to me that, why would we be eating foods like pasta and, candy and whatnot. So I ended up meeting a guy who ended up being my roommate one summer, serendipitously, and he showed me about the paleo diet and anti-inflammatory and how it all works. And so I really got really into that world and fitness and whatnot. And that was sort of the first step for me in terms of purpose. But then that led to another piece, which led to another piece. So I can really look back and see the progress of how one piece of the puzzle really led to the other, and they weren't disconnected. So these things can really be your anchor, and this is actually a term that The Rock uses. if you follow his Instagram, for his daily workout practice. So no matter where he is in the world, if he's filming different movies, he'll often say in interviews that him waking up early, crazy early every morning, hitting the weights, hitting the iron, for him is his anchor. And so other people, it's waking up really early. For author Robin Sharma, he's got the book, The 5 a.m. Club. For him, waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, going for a run, that's his anchor. That sort of is what anchors him to all the other pieces of his purpose puzzle, if you will. And this is the key to it whenever you feel lost, to getting back on track. There's a couple times in my life where I just felt absolutely lost. I'd gone off my diet, I'd gone off my practices, I was just doing, lost in the world of, easy and comfort and stimulation. And the secret to getting back was to simply identify just one practice that I know I should be doing and just doing it, and just struggling with the discipline of that and getting that handled. And then once that was handled, I was like, yeah, I should be doing this also. And I do that. And it always just boom, boom, boom leads to getting everything on track. One leads to the other. And this is the piece that most people often miss. They think that one piece of your purpose puzzle is more valuable or more valid than the other, but they're all equally valid and they're all connected. So they think like, yeah, I got diet under control, but what I really want to do is get to the career part. So they sort of put the career more valuable than the diet part or whatever. But they're all equal, they all lead to one another, and the secret is really get all of them handled and just choose one that you know you should be doing and let it lead to all the others. The rest follows. It's also important noting that chaos is connected to. If you slip off your diet, for example, you might start missing your workouts, you start sleeping in, things start going pretty quickly on a downhill spiral, and the same way things are connected on the upward spiral. So that was just the concept I wanted to impart in this video. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. And if you are feeling lost in your career and what your purpose should be, just focus on the one thing that you do know you should be doing and get that on lockdown and let it lead to the next and the next and the next. And until next time, have a good day. Bye.